What's up, everybody? Rithstein here, Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rithstein, a.k.a. Michael Snackson. Today is Thursday, April 2nd, 2026. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave comments, share the video. No sports action, sports betting action probably next weekend. Let the baseball guys start to pick up a little bit. They just started last week, so we'll pick it up next weekend. All right, but I just want to drop a little. This one for the young. This is for my young bulls, the YNs, the young men. This video is for y'all. I just want to give y'all a pro tip, and I'll explain why. But never date, marry, or involve yourself romantically with a woman who has children. Many of us, including myself, have made that mistake. Trust me, it's not worth your time. And like I said, many of us have made that mistake, and many of us are the reason why you shouldn't deal with a woman who has kids. Because one, if she has kids, well, especially this type of woman, this one specifically, she has kids, but she's steadily chasing down her previous baby daddy for child support. Yeah, it's one thing to do while she's doing that, while she's a single mom. But once you marry her or lock it in with her, and she's still chasing the dad for child support, well, she's basically saying these skins is still his. What she's basically saying is he can still hit it if he wants to. He's got to go through a lot of hoops with me and listen to me bitch for about an hour or two, but I'm going to give him the skins. And if you're allowing that to happen, because, like I said, y'all married, y'all locked it in, you and the woman. So, first of all, you're waking up every day and seeing his kids. Now, you might think you slick, like, and cool, like, yeah, I ain't no stepdad. I'm the dad that stepped up. All that old corny-ass little shit that they make you say or tell you to say and all that. It sound good. But for real, you basically a glorified apostrophe. You're just a placeholder. Yes, right, a glorified apostrophe. Because if y'all locked it in for real, why would you want his money to finance your household? You wanted to lock it in, you should be able to do it yourself. What, did you lock it in to get his child support? To to be a part of, like say dude, an athlete. Kicking out 5-10 grand a month in child support, or whatever. Got a hell of a job as a lawyer, or former police chief or something. Why would you want his money? Money is energy. You already got his kids in your house, so their energy is there. Now you're gonna add more of his energy in the house because his money's there now. And yeah, the mom can spend it on whatever she wants, do whatever she wants with it, but still that money goes into y'all's finances. So essentially, she goes and buys you that nice Amiri's watch or Amiri's coat or Hublot watch or something. You walk around talking, his child support. She be spending his child support on me. So basically what you're saying is a nigga bought you a jacket, a shirt. His energy is still, the previous dad's energy is still percolating, permeating, meandering through your household. But you think you cool. You think you slick. But y'all done locked it in. Trust me. All dudes got to do is sit there and let her bitch for about a 2 hours or something. And he gonna pipe. Meanwhile, she gives you a cockamamie excuse on Thursday of where she wasn't where she was supposed to be, or why she got off work early and didn't tell you, or why she was with that nigga. Because you allowing it to happen. As a man, you supposed to be like, nah, we don't need his money. I'm here. We don't need his money. You know what I'm saying? And a man who's been on child support, like you a sucker. You an asshole for allowing your woman to go chase down her previous for child support. If you've been on that and know how that, what that does to a person's finances, and you sitting there and letting it happen, you just as much of a sucker. You just as much. I'm not saying nothing like, oh, let them women, I've heard some harsh shit, let them deal with their own problems, their own previous problems, blah, blah, blah. No. Just say, I got us, baby. Or we're going to make it happen. But petitioning the court, trying to get him thrown in jail, all that old sucker ass shit, like, as a man, how could you let that happen? You're not a man, you're just a male. Like I said, you're an apostrophe holder. A real man would never let that happen. Wouldn't let you chase down child support. Wouldn't let you petition the courts. He would want as little peace and involvement with that guy as possible. And if that means, decreasing or just totally ending his child support because you got it, you're the man that stepped up, then yeah, you would see that. But you ain't got that in you like that. So why would you do it? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're an apostrophe. You're just holding his place because she really wants him. This is her way of still controlling him and controlling their relationship. Even though they're not together, she's still controlling it by what? By threatening to put him in jail and all the child support shit. You, as the current dude, she got love for you, but she don't love you. She's got love for you, but she don't love you. She ain't fucking with you like that if she's still trying to chase him and shit like that. Because if you were doing what you're supposed to do, his child support, 1, wouldn't even be necessary. 2, she wouldn't even think about it because we good now. But she's still thinking about it because she's thinking about him because that's who she really wants. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention all the other shit that goes on, if she, y'all split, you've got attached to kids that you have no legal reason to even petition to see them, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You're putting yourself into a situation where you could be creating another enemy. If their situation ain't fluid and ain't cool and all this shit, he ready to pop off at any moment. He ready to let it pop. You put yourself in the line of fire because if he goes to get her, he's got to get you too. I mean, it's just too many things. This is why when you become a stepdad in the court doesn't require you to take over those kids. Why? Because why the fuck would you do that? You understand what I'm saying? The courts even realize how ridiculous this is. That's why they don't require you to do it. But there's also other reasons too. They want to keep a potential criminal online. Because a guy in child support, 7 out of 10 of them are financially distressed. And a person financially distressed and chaotic is probably one step away from doing something criminal. Stealing some shit, forging some names and shit like that, fraud. You made a killing off fraud. Smile, bitch. Smile, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't. Let me know. You know, are these stepdads, are, you know, is that the way to go? I mean, I know I'm an old head. You know, I know I'm an old head, and it seems like, you know, the chivalrous thing to do. I'm a hell of a nigga. I do the right things, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, but there's just some things you don't really put yourself into. Is this one of them? A woman with kids? Do you agree that a woman who's chasing down a man for child support, if she locks in with another man, that other man's supposed to kind of ease that burden of child support off of her? And be like, oh, I got you. We got it. You know what I'm saying? But you tell me. Because the answer to these questions and more will be on the next episode of Soap. All right? Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Leave comments, and I'll holler. Peace.